You call it Mataji. जय श्री माता जी। हम सभी श्री माता जी के श्री चरणों में प्रणाम करके सामूहिक बंधन लेंगे। लेट अस ऑल humbly bow down at lotus feet of Shri Mata ji and take collective bandhan. तीन महामंत्र और श्री गणेश मंत्र, श्री महामंत्राज एंड श्री गणेश मंत्राज। ध्यान की इसी स्थिति में अब हम श्री माता जी की अमृतवाणी सुनेंगे. इन दिस मेडिटेटिव स्टेट वी विल नाउ लिसन श्री माता जी अमृतवाणी.
The first, we bow to Sri Ganesha. Because Sri Ganesha is the source of innocence within us. So actually we bow to innocence within us. And this innocence is the one gives you the enlightenment. As I told you yesterday, the light has innocence. But this is innocent without knowledge. But your light is innocent with knowledge. We always think that the people who have got knowledge can never be innocent, can never be simple. And the idea we have got about innocence is that the innocent person is always deceived. can be befooled and can be always taken for granted. But innocence is a power. It is a power which protects you, which gives you light of knowledge. Knowledge that we have in the worldly sense is how to exploit others, how to cheat others, how to make money out of them, how to make fun of others, how to look down upon others. But the light of innocence is the light by which you know that love is the highest thing. And it teaches you how to love others, how to care for others, how to be gentle about others. It also gives you the light within. It's just the other way around of this avidya that we have in this world. Just the other way around. The avidya outside teaches us competition, how to put the other person down, because it has fear. It is insecure. This knowledge is not secured at all. If it had security, it would not have behaved like this. But the light of innocence knows everything. It has no fear. When we say children are innocent, we mean to say that they have that power of innocence. Many times people have noticed if a child falls from a height, he doesn't die, while a young man may die with a much smaller height. And the child is not afraid while falling. He just enjoys as if there's a parachute coming down, nicely. And then when he falls down also just gets up, laughs, smiles at everyone. He doesn't understand why everybody is worried. Because in that innocence he knows that he's looked after. He's protected. He knows that there is a power which is much higher than him, and he does not have to worry. Then we start putting ideas into the head of the child. And that is how he starts losing his power of innocence. And he becomes a coward. He becomes a cunning fellow. He becomes an unrighteous personality. But still we would say that the innocence of children is innocence of ignorance. In a way, because they do not know the dangers of life. But the light of innocence knows all the dangers and also knows how to get rid of it. Also knows how to be away from such a person. There was a wise man who was going on a staircase. And there was a stupid man coming from the other side, foolish man. So foolish people are always aggressive. That is one of the signs, because they have inferiority complex. So the foolish man says to the man who was coming up, he says, one had to move on one side. So he says, I don't move for fools, the foolish one says. So the wise man says, I do, and he moved. That's how the light of innocence tells you how far to go with a person, how far to talk to a person, how far to indulge in another person's personality or his problems. Otherwise he deceits. He understands that this gentleman is a stupid fool, so I move for a fool like that. He doesn't pay attention to such a person. He doesn't bother about such a person. This is the light of innocence which gives you discrimination. How far to go with others? I love a person. There are many, I love him. All right. Another person may kick you, may hit you, may trouble you, may become absolutely, horribly possessed, but still you are just mad out in love with that person without any self-respect. This comes because there is no... You may be innocent in a way, in a worldly manner, but you are not enlightened and innocent. When you are enlightened and innocent, then your innocence is a power which gives you, first thing is discretion. Supposing you take a light in your hand. Now you know whether it is a snake or a rope. But if there is no light in your hand, you cannot see. But even supposing it's a snake, you might run away. Or if you are a stupid fool, you will say, all right, come and bite me. I would like to see how it works. Children are But if you are an enlightened person, then you will tell the snake, now let me be alone, all right? Bye-bye. And the snake will know and it will go away. Or if the snake is a sinister one, you may just look at the snake and snake might run out. So this power of innocence is a very, very important thing. And that comes to us through our enlightenment alone. So we are, say, in a state which is ignorant and innocent. Innocent and ignorant. Then people are no more innocent nor ignorant, but they are not enlightened. They become cunning. If they don't have both the qualities, they are neither ignorant, so-called, they have got knowledge, they are good at everything, they are well-known people for their intelligence, brilliance, everything, so they are knowledgeable, so-called. So such people we could call as the people who have got the knowledge in the worldly sense. But they have no innocence. So they start devising methods, the innocence which is there, which puts a little control over such a mind, is lost. Because they think innocence is stupid, They don't respect their innocence. So they start maneuvering people, doing violent things, doing harmful things, saying nasty, sarcastic things. All these things the brain starts working. Because it cannot get back to its innocence. So we don't like such people later on, we don't want them. Then they develop ideas that we are higher people, we are chosen people, we are better people, then they develop all these ideas. Then they all of them club together. So ignorance is added as a so-called knowledge, you see. Inside is completely ignorance, outside is knowledge. And added up like that. They do not want to seek there, inside. And they are satisfied with their outside so-called knowledge. And they go ahead with it, and once they break their heads, then they realize, oh God, what was it? Inside is all darkness. We cannot live with all the windows closed hermetically and the sun shining outside. We have to have light inside to see for ourselves what are we, what are our powers, how far we can go, how we are working out ourselves, our lives, our aims. Now the enlightenment, as the enlightenment you see here is of these lights, is manifested within you as vibrations, as Chaitanya, as light. So the Chaitanya itself is the light. But the difference between this light and that light is such that this one will only tell you as far as your eyes are concerned. It will tell you that it is a stone, or it is a wood, or it is a house, or it is a face of a man, anything, this light. But it won't be able to tell you whether this person is good or bad, whether this house is vibrated or not, is auspicious or not. So it doesn't give you auspiciousness, the idea of auspiciousness. So we are talking of Ganesha's innocence, which gives us sense of auspiciousness, and ourselves also makes it auspicious. This is how the Chaitanya itself is enlightenment. Chaitanya itself is enlightenment. It relates to you all the knowledge which it has. Now imagine what a micro arrangement it is. That the Chaitanyas which are small, like we can say little round valayas, small ones, they have intelligence in them and discretion built in them to tell you whether a person is good or bad. You have got it, Sahaja Yoga, so in a simple way. So we have not bothered to find out what your computer has got. It has got the knowledge. Now to know not only if the person is good or bad, but what troubles that person has got. Now this light can go up to one dimension of a person, how he looks, how he walks, everything. And if you start imagining something, if you start imagining and saying that I feel this way, I think this way, not all right. Huh? You can't hear me?
Upstairs on the baby's hall.
Huh?
On the baby's hall.
What is it?
There is a video for the mothers with the children. They come here. It's upstairs.
Upstairs.
It's a different problem.
I didn't hear. What is it?
There's a children's room upstairs for children. It's a video for children and mother, but they cannot hear it.
But it's another problem. It's nothing to do with you. It's a problem there.
Oh, I see. But the children are here.
Babies, mothers and babies.
Oh God. Somebody has to go and fix it up, isn't it? I think you should have tested it before, isn't it? All right. So the Chaitanya that is within us, which is flowing out, which we are receiving from all over, is all pervading, is in every molecule pulsating, which gives us knowledge about each and every matter, each and every animal, each and every human being, and each and every deity. Without this light, you could not have recognized me. You could not have recognized any deities. You could not have known your position in life and your aims in life. You would not have known what is your purpose of life. Why are you here? Are you here just to make some money, put some in the insurance, some in the shares? Of course, now nobody will do that. And get some house and dance on the fingers of your wife, or the wife has to dance as the dictates of the husband. To bring up children somehow. Are you here for that? This Chaitanya tells you very clearly, no. Because if you get more involved into these things and become completely cut off from the collective happenings, then this light goes off. As soon as this light gets disconnected, you can't have any light. So any connection, whatever you have with the vibrations, has to be very strong and has to be absolutely intact and steady. For example, if there's a light which is not steady, which is moving, you can't understand things properly. Though the vibrations know everything, but how will they communicate this to an instrument which is not perfect? Which does not respect vibrations? Which does not communicate with the vibrations? Please take the child out. Don't try to push the... No, don't do that. No, don't. You should not lose temper with children, you know. They are crying, they must be wanting something. So this knowledgeable instrument that you have got is to be all the time flowing through you. And you have to be a very clean apparatus. Supposing you have this light and the glass is not clean, you won't get light properly. So the purity has to be established. And that is the part where Ganesha is so important. Because he cleanses you. He washes you. And you become innocent because you do not plan or think of harming anyone who is a good person, who is a nice person. It becomes innocence because it is auspicious. you start becoming auspicious. Wherever you go and you meet somebody, that person feels, oh God, today something good has happened in our family. Something good has come out. Now recently I met someone in Germany where there was a Sahajogi who started talking against me and Sahaja Yoga. And he got out of the ashram. And then he went to somebody who was supposed to be a Sahajogi and his wife. And then he started telling about his vows and against Sahaja Yoga and all those things. Though he has been always a possessed man, but still, these people should not have listened to anything against me. In the Shastras, it is written that to hear the Guru Ninda, anything against your Guru, is absolutely dangerous. So anybody says anything against your Guru, you have to put your hands like that, I don't want to hear anything against my Guru. Instead of that, they sympathized. So the lady has got a serious type of cancer and the husband is also very sick. Now one has to understand that if you are going to cross this ocean in a boat, all of us are there, and one wants to put one foot into the mouth of a crocodile, how can we save such people? Then it's better that they should go to the crocodile than to the boat. But those who try to sympathize and put another foot in the crocodile, then they have to be in trouble. All these things not only hamper but are so inauspicious and dangerous that you all have to be extremely careful about it. You need not tell people that you are evil, you are bad or anything, but just get out of such people. Have nothing to do with them. You say, we are sorry, we can't do anything about it. You do what you like. It's not our responsibility. And there you should not be weak. You should not feel embarrassed or delicate about it. Tell them off, nothing doing. We cannot help you here. We are sorry, you work it out yourself. Because this light is a light which nourishes you and strengthens you. The light of the Spirit must give you that strength within you. You become a strong personality. You become a personality which can withstand lots of things, even crucifixion, but it can also fight. It has all the qualities built within itself. Like a person who has a temper. No, it's not a very good person to be with temper. It's not good for a Sahajogi to have temper. But if somebody says something to you against your mother, you have to have temper. That's the place we have to use temper. You can box that person, doesn't matter. Ganesha will be just standing behind you. And Hanumana will be in front. If you box him once, Hanumana will box him 10 times. So, that time the anger has meaning. Now people say one should not have greed in life. Yes, one should not have greed. But if you have got greed for vibrations, it's a very good thing. You should be very greedy about vibrations. Wherever you get vibrations, you must rush and try to get more vibrations. Greed is all right. You should have that greed within yourself. If you don't have that greed, how will you be able to overcome the other attractions? It is very surprising. I always wonder about human beings, which I have never been able to understand myself. that when it comes to hatred, they are the best. If they want to hate someone, then you can make them sacrifice everything that they have. Under the name of God, under the name of nation, under the name of anything, whatever you want. You just have to say that we have to hate someone. Immediately they'll gather round. They'll pass through all kinds of ordeals, sacrifice everything, go to jails. They will kill themselves, commit suicides, just if you tell them we hate someone. Or else you have to say that we are a great nation, something very big, and these are bad nations. So we have to fight. They will do. It is very surprising that even when it comes to political revolutions and for their political freedom, they can go to any limit of sacrifices. The other day I was watching Lenin's fight. I was amazed. This single man, Lenin, who was always in the exile, used to only write, we have to fight, we have to get this, we have to do that. Though he was a realized soul, but still he didn't write about spirituality. He wrote about political struggle. And 3 times there was an upsurge, and thousands of people you find in every place being killed just like that. It is very surprising. Now don't fan. You see, while I'm talking, you should not fan, it disturbs. But pay full attention. Pay full attention is important. Because if you do not pay attention, others will look at you. And their attention will be spent. Now this one was so dedicated. Even little children and wives and pregnant women and so many men were killed in a lot like that. Again they rose 3 times, and the 4th time they were successful. For what? For a political achievement. We did that in India too. People gave up everything that they have, their houses, families, everything they gave up. Even for fake gurus, people have spent so much money, they have done so much, given up everything, sold their houses, put their children into trouble, got into trouble, everything they did. But for the right thing, the wisest thing, the only great thing that has to happen is Sahaja Yoga, where comfort is pouring on us all the time, where all kinds of joy is pouring on us, where everything is being smoothed out for you. People become so fond of comfort and this and that the slightest sacrifice they can't understand. They'll come with problems about their wives, about their children, about their husbands, everything solved. Now, this goes on and on and on and on. Solve them, finish them off, cut them short. You have to spread Sahaja Yoga. You have to sacrifice some time. You have to sacrifice some money also. Who is going to work it out? Nobody is going to kill you as people were killed in Russia or in Germany or in Poland. Nobody is going to take away your children or to take away your money or anything. No one wants it. But this light in your hand has to be burnt with the true desire, the pure desire within you is the Kundalini. That is the wick. That is the one has to be kept absolutely nourished. And that is where Sahaja Yogis fail. People don't want to leave Sahaja Yoga. Even if you tell them, please go away, we can't have, no, I can't leave Sahaja Yoga. Why? Because it's a place of enjoyment. But it would be something different from human beings. Because human beings, if a human being gets a bottle of wine, he'll call 10 more to enjoy it. If a dog gets something to eat, he'll call other dogs to eat it. If a crow gets something to eat, he'll call other crows to eat it. Naturally built within them. Same with human beings. But when it comes to Sahaja Yoga, we are not that tenacious about it. We have to tell all our relations, we are Sahaja Yogis and this is the religion of within, this is what it is. If you don't want to follow, I have nothing to do with it. Why don't you follow it? Everybody has got relations. So on a Diwali day when we are talking about our light, what are we going to do with this light? Are we going to use it only for our own purpose? Christ has said, you don't put the light under a what do you call it? Measure. You don't put it under a measure. You put it on a table. We all have to come out in the public. We have to find out ways and methods. It's not only the leaders. Everybody has to work it out. What we can do to spread Sahaja Yoga. In every place you go, how can we give Sahaja Yoga? Of course, I don't want you to change your dresses, but you can carry big badges. People will ask you. You should say, yes, this is the person who has given us peace, joy, and happiness. Start talking like that. Go to the markets, go to public places. I go to market just to spread vibrations. You all have to do that. Otherwise, you will have the Sahaja Yoga enjoyment to yourself, but unless and until you share it, you are not going to enjoy it fully. Look at me. I have all the vibrations of the world. I have everything. I should be such a self-contented person sitting at home in meditation. At this age, why should I travel after all? I am the Adi Shakti. Why should I worry of making everybody such a powerful Shakti people? There's no need. I should enjoy my powers. I can. Why cannot? I have to work hard. I give the maximum time to Sahaja Yoga than any one of you can give. I have a family, I've got my husband. He has a life which is very, very busy life. Got grandchildren. I give the maximum time. Now see, from here to Rome, then to France, then to Spain. You all are having just a relay race. Alright, I'm here. Italians are having a little stream. Then they will relax. Now. Then, what do I do? All the year round, I am going from places to places. Traveling. And when I have everything, can you think of a rich man who is busy distributing all the wealth he has, while the others take time to take it? That is what it is. So I have to tell you that you have to come in a new dimension of your enthusiasm. Sahaja Yoga is not for our enjoyment alone. We are saying, so what? For what? For what you are made saints. It's not that the men should only do, or women should do, or this one should do, or that one should do. Don't get involved into these temptations. There are 13 temptations which came out of the journey. The 14th one was a big hunter to neutralize all the 13. Not that Sahaja Yoga wants to tempt anyone, but they become temptations because they are blessings to you, and blessings you start using as temptations. Now, for anybody to have such a temptation would be more like a horse which has to go to the south or to the north, is standing and eating the grass. You have to move. Movement is the point. You have to move from places to places. You have to go from villages to villages. You have to go from houses to houses. This message has to spread. Christ's 12 disciples only. How much religion they have created? Of course, it's of no use, but still. You are going to give something so substantial and so great. But when you tell them, then the way you tell them is important. The way you assert is important. I don't mind from today. You can tell them what I am. Doesn't matter. How long are we going to hide it? You better tell them that she is such and such, is written in the Bible, and she is such and such, we have found it. If you don't want to see it, don't see it, but it is so. Let's have that determination, and let's have that kind of a outspokenness. Look at these horrible politicians. They say, I believe that there should be some people who should be rich, the rest should be poor. I believe. I believe in this and I believe in that. What about you? You do not only believe, but you know for definite. And that's what should be decided on a Diwali day. That by next Diwali, we have to get many people for Sahaja Yoga. But when I speak, many people told me that they think I am not speaking to them, to somebody else. You should see to the people who are working harder than you for Sahaja Yoga, who are involved more in Sahaja Yoga, those who are achieving more in Sahaja Yoga, not the people who have done nothing. You can see me. What are we doing? We should think about it. Where are we? This is the most important period. At the most, in Europe I will be for 5 years more, at the most. Do you think I will be traveling after 70 years of age? I don't know. So this is such an important time when I am here, where I could meet people, I could talk to them, I can help you a lot. In these 5 years you have to achieve something, and you have to take a jump and give a speed to yourself. Otherwise, this is a very important time, will be lost by all your fellow men. Like the other way we had programmed. I'll tell you a practical side. Now what I would do, take the addresses of all the people who got realization. Take it down. Write to them. Go and see them. Meet them. What has happened? Why didn't they come? Then make a statement. Why people didn't come? What happened? Why is he not coming? Write to them all the time. See, you'll be surprised. If you take one copy of Reader's Digest, only once, make a mistake. They go on sending you so many types of things, you know. You will get this present, you will get, this is a car free for you, this thing for... Who wants it, but they go on sending. I have written to them, don't send me anything, I don't want any car, nothing. You just send me Reader's Digest, thank you very much. I am not a lucky person, please don't send me. Still they are in this way, you must write to them all the time. Why are you not coming to Mother? Why are you not coming to Sahaja Yoga? Sahaja Yoga is so important, it has given me so much. Why don't you want to have it? You must show that earnestness. within you. And if you do not show that understanding, take it in a mundane way, all right, it's going well, this, that, it's good, all right, this is improving, that is. That's not the way you are going to work it out. Once I go to India, I know India will take no time. India will work out very fast. And you have to book your seats in the heaven. That's very important. I mean, even for an aeroplane you have to book a seat. Then what about heaven? And so many have to book the seats. If all Indians are sitting there, what will you do? So, with this joy, with this happiness, with this light on our face, with this beauty of enlightenment, you are all gurus. Imagine these useless gurus know nothing, their Kundalini is not awakened, nothing of the kind, and how much they have built up their empires after empires. I don't say that to build up empires, no, not in that way. But why not build up at least a hut to show that you have achieved something and it has to be done. Talk to everyone in your office, in your this thing, not to feel shy. I have seen people put up these horrible people's photographs everywhere. In their office you go, you find them. In the buses you find them. Everywhere they are hanging. Why not my photograph? So the curiosity is there. People will ask you. You tell them. It will work out. Best thing is working out in Italy, surprising, and it will go ahead. Because we found some very good people, and you should try to find out such people who are around. Get after them and work it out. But don't go to wrong people. Must use your discretion. You know how these gurus work is very important. My brother was telling me that a lady from this Muktananda, now the Muktananda is not there, there's another American girl, American styled Indian girl. So this Muktananda lady, one English lady, came to his house, my brother's house. And she was very sweet, I want to see you sir, this, that. And she saw my photograph. So she said, what is this Mataji doing here? He said, why? She's my sister. She just bundled up everything, ran out. So my brother called her, he said, come along, sit down, sit down. What do you do? He said, no sir, we always go and meet all the important people of the city. Talk to them about it. He said, yes. And all the judges' names were on the list. Immediately my brother took the telephone and told them, have nothing to do with this woman. But this is what it is. You should find out how to approach people. When I am there are say 200 people. When I go away, there are only 2 people. Why? What is the matter? Why they go away? There must be some reason. They don't know me. At least get their addresses. Find out who are these people. There's no harm in getting their addresses and finding out who they are. Then put them on the list and go on sending letters to them, if not so much like Reader's Digest, but something. When you will start sending letters to them, you will be entered into their ignorance. The light will go there. Through your movement, your attention, the light will go. You don't know your attention, how powerful it is. Once you start paying attention to them, the light will pass through them. If not today, tomorrow they'll come round. You can also send my photograph. Try on the photograph, this is the photograph, you came to the program, we are very happy. Now if the follow-on doesn't work out, try this thing. And that's the best way you can achieve sometimes. But it is for you to think and understand, because you are human beings and you know human beings. You just put yourself in the position of another person. What would have appealed to you? There's another thing I feel, that people should write book about me, there's no harm. But about me, write the book about me. But some people who have a name, who have in the society some name who will be taken up seriously, they can write a book about me. They write books about everyone. Why can't you write book about me? Not about, you can write about Sahaj Yoga in it, of course, but you can write about me. Telling people of such and such person is there, and this is the solution, this is the hope. Why not? They write about all these horrible gurus, why can't you write about me? But the person has to be a well-known person. Now supposing you write a book, somebody else can publish in his name if you are a good writer. Somebody else can edit it and publish it. We can do that way. There are so many ways and methods by which you can bring to the notice of the people that this is Sahaj Yoga. How many people know about Sahaj Yoga? A person comes out of jail from India, walks out, and here it is, very well-known guru sitting in some corner of some dirty lane in America somewhere, and he's a very well-known person. They are all very well-known. How? And it is not always that these things are done through money. They are done through people doing their own deliberation. But these deliberations may be mesmerizing, bhutish, I agree. I do understand that you are free people to do what you like. But in your freedom you have to realize. And this is what today you all have to decide, that this is the light we have got. It has to be made into a beacon, not just a light, a dim light like that. What's the use? We have to be like a beautiful tower of light, like a lighthouse. And everybody should work it out within and without. Within, though you have worked out, without you must work. And secondly, there's a Deepavali, it's not only one light. So we have to be all collective. Try to get to collective life. Whenever it is possible, try to attend all that is collective. Try to be there where there is collective happenings. There where it is collective, the source of energy flows better. May God bless you all.
अब हम सभी श्री माता जी की आरती करेंगे। नाउ वी विल ऑफर आरती टू श्री माता जी।
जग में संकट का जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियारा, माँ कर दिया उजियारा। कलयुग में आया है, कलयुग में आया है, फिर भी पहचाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधुर संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधुर संगीत सुन लो। होए सके जो सेवा, होए सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। श्री कल की साक्षात श्री आदि शक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। बोलो श्री आदि शक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
श्री माता जी, आज के इस सुंदर ध्यान के लिए हम सब आपके श्री चरणों में कोटि कोटि प्रणाम करते हैं माँ। श्री माता जी, we humbly bow down at your lotus feet for today's beautiful meditation. जय श्री माता जी।
Shakti.